In this video, we will be solving one more question of admission of partner, question number 30 of NCERT book. Up to question number 28 we have done, from 27, 28, 29 we have done. Today we will be solving question number 30. Let's see what is the question first of all. A and B are the two partners sharing profit in the ratio of 3/4 and 1/4 and balance sheet is given. Some adjustments are also given. New partner is being admitted and C is being admitted. So as we all know that before admission of partner, some adjustments are to be made with regard to accumulated profit and losses which are appearing in the balance sheet of the firm, and moreover the adjustments which are given beside the balance sheet that are also to be adjusted, and beside that we have to prepare the revaluation account, partner's capital account and the balance sheet of the new firm also after admission of the new partner. So here first of all the question is given that we have to pass journal entries in the books of the firm, and it is also mentioned that the profit sharing ratio between A and B has not changed. What does it mean? Although the new share of C is not given in the question, the old partner's share of profit sharing ratio is given, that is 3/4 and 1/4, and the new partner's share has not changed. The new partner's share is not given. And it is also mentioned that old partners sharing ratio will remain unchanged. What does it mean? That here in this case the sacrificing ratio will remain the same, that is 3:1. Here it means that the sacrificing ratio among the partner between A and B will remain the same. So whatever goodwill will be bought by the new partner, that will be transferred to the old partner's capital account in the sacrificing ratio. Sacrificing ratio will be 3:1. So first of all let us start with the balance sheet, and whatever accumulated profit and losses are appearing in the balance sheet, first of all we will pass journal entry for those things, and then adjustments we will be doing. In the liability side of the balance sheet, reserve fund is appearing. Reserve fund is appearing at 4,000. For this, the balance of reserve fund will be transferred to the old partner's capital account in the old profit sharing ratio, that is 3:1. Entry for this will be reserve fund account debit. Reserve fund account debit to A's capital and to B's capital account. That is 4,000 appearing in the balance sheet will be transferred to the old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Narration I am not passing because due to lack of space constraint on the board. But you can write being balance of reserve fund transferred to old partners capital account in their profit sharing ratio, in their old profit sharing ratio. Next, nothing is given regarding accumulated losses. Only one reserve fund was given. So we will be dealing now with the adjustment part. Now C is bringing 10,000 as capital, and C also pays 5,000 for goodwill. Half of this sum is to be withdrawn by A and B. First, these two transactions are given. C is bringing 10,000 capital and 5,000 goodwill. For that, the entry will be cash account debit. Cash account debit to premium for goodwill. To premium for goodwill account and to C's capital account also. So cash will be coming to the business, that is 15,000. Premium for goodwill is 5,000 and capital of C will be 10,000. Narration again, you can write the narration. Being cash bought by the new partner for 10,000 as capital and 5,000 for goodwill. Now this goodwill will be transferred to the old partner's capital account in the sacrificing ratio, and in this case the sacrificing ratio will, just now we have discussed that it will be 3:1. So 5,000 will be transferred with the old partner's capital account in the sacrificing ratio. Entry will be premium for goodwill account debit. Premium for goodwill account debit to A's capital account and to B's capital account. 5,000 will be transferred between A and B in the ratio of 3:1. The amount will be 3,750 and 1,250. This is the ratio. 5,000 distributed among A and B in the sacrificing ratio, that will be 3,750 and 1,250. Now this premium for goodwill, half of the amount is being withdrawn. Means out of this A and B has withdrawn 50% of the amount. That is the second transaction it is given that half of this sum is to be withdrawn by A and B. For withdrawing, the entry will be A's capital account debit. A's capital account debit. B's capital account debit to cash. To cash. 2,500 is half of 5,000. So 2,500 will be drawn, and this 50% of this of 3,750. 50% of this will be just 60. That is 15. 7 14. 1875. 1875. And for D it will be 625. This is the 50% of amount, being half of the amount of goodwill withdrawn by A and B in there. Withdrawn by A and B. 50% is being withdrawn by the two partners. Now let us see. Now there are some revaluation is there. Stock and fixture is to be reduced by 10% and 5%. Provision for bad debt is to be created on Sunday debtors and bills receivable. 5% is to be created. Now stock and furniture to be reduced by 10%. Since there is reduction in the value of stock and furniture, if asset decreases, it is to be credited. If asset increases, it is debited. If asset increases, it is to be credited. And in case of there is depreciation, if there is decrease in the value of the assets, so this decrease in the value of assets in case of admission of partner is transferred to a new account which is known as revaluation account. So revaluation account is a nominal account. That is, for expenses and losses, it is to be debited. So when there is decrease in the value of stock and fixture by 10%, so this is a loss for the business, for the organization. So for this, revaluation account will be debited. Entry will be revaluation account debit. Revaluation account debit to stock account to fixtures account. Now 10% is to be reduced into the both the cases. Stock value is 20,000, so 10% of 20,000 it will be 2,000. And again fixture is to be reduced, also reduced. Value of fixture is 1,000, so 10% is 100. So total decrease in the value of both the assets will be 2,100. Now there is one more provision for bad debt is to be created, and bill receivable is also to be, there is 5% provision for bill receivable and for debtors. For bill receivable and debtors also, bill receivable is 3,000. 5% of 3,000 will be 150. To provision for bills receivable 150, and to provision for bad and doubtful debt. Doubtful debt. That is also 5% debt. Total debtors is 16,000. 5% will be 800. So total loss on account of this revaluation of assets and liabilities will be 2,000. Now 3,000 and 3,050. Total loss will be 3,050 will be the loss. Next, the value of land and building is to be appreciated. That is appreciation in the land and building by 20. And land and building is 25,000. 20% of this will be 5,000. So there is increase in the value. So it is a gain for us. And for increase in asset, increase the value of assets, it is to be debited. So land and building will be debited. Land and building account debited. Land and building account debit. Building account debit to revaluation account. To revaluation account. And then again there is a claim for damage. There being a claim against the for damage, a liability to the extent of 1,000 is to be created. 650 included in sundry creditors is not likely to be claimed, hence to be written back. So it is again the fifth point, the F point. We can say an item of 650 included in sundry creditor is not likely to be claimed. So since sundry creditor 650 will not claim, so we have to pay lesser amount. So it is a gain for us because we do not have to pay 650 to the sundry creditors. So it is a gain for us. And when there is liability, if there is increase in liability, it is credited. If there is increase in liability, it is credited. If there is decrease in liability, it is to be debited. So sundry creditor will be debited because there is decrease in the value of liabilities to the extent of 650. 650 is the decrease in, and value of land and building is to be appreciated by 20%. 20%. So value of is 25,000 and 20% will be 5,000. So total gain on revaluation will be transferred to revaluation account, that will be to revaluation account 5,650. 5,650, that is the gain on revaluation. One more point is there, that is E point, that there is claim against the firm for damages. A liability to the extent of 1,000 should be created. So there is increase in the value of liability. So it is a loss for us. For this, revaluation account will be debited. Revaluation account debit. Revaluation account debit. To claim for damage. A new liability is there. Claim for damage to the extent of 1,000. 1,000. Being this is the now the balance of revaluation account either result in profit or it result in loss. It can be any one or the two. In very rarely it balances itself also, it cancels itself also, but sometimes there is profit, sometimes there is loss. First of all, let us see whether there is loss is there. Revaluation account is debited means that is the nominal account for debit expenses and losses. The total amount of debit for revaluation is 3050 and plus this 1000 more, that is 4050, that is the debit amount. Credit amount for revaluation is 5650. So credit is more, means there is gain on revaluation. So actual gain will be 5650 minus this much amount, it will be 1600, there is gain on revaluation. This gain on revaluation will be transferred to the partner's capital account in their own profit sharing ratio. Entry for this will be revaluation account debit. Revaluation account debit to A's capital account to B's capital account. 1600 will be transferred among the old partners in their own profit sharing ratio. That will come to 1200 and 400. That is, narration will be being gain on revaluation transferred to old partners capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. This is about all the general entries. And for this, if we have to prepare the balance sheet, for this there is lack of space there, then also we can draw the balance sheet. And before drawing the balance sheet, it is important to prepare the partner's capital account also, because the balance of the partner's capital account will change on account of admission of the partner, because there is two things are there. First is gain on revaluation is transferred to the partner's capital account, then the partner's capital account will change. Secondly, the balance of reserve fund has been transferred to partner's capital account, then again the partner's capital account will change. Thirdly, there is transfer of premium for goodwill in the partner's capital account, again there will be change. Some part of the goodwill, that is premium for goodwill, is being withdrawn, there will be change in the partner's capital account. So, first of all, you have to prepare the partner's capital account, then only the balance sheet of the new firm can be prepared. So, let us first of all prepare the partner's capital account, only then it is possible that we can prepare the balance sheet of the new firm also. Let us prepare the partner's capital account first of all. This is the three partners are there, three columns we will draw here. Date column I am not drawing. Right here partners capital account. Partners capital account A, B and C. A, B and C. That is the debit side, as we all know. This is credit side. This is particulars column, and this is again particulars. Now, first of all, balance brought. Date columns should be there, but I'm also, although I'm not drawing, but you should be drawing if you like office space. That is by balance brought. Balance brought down. The balance brought down for A and B were 30,000 and 16,000. 30,000 and 16,000. Again, there were gain on revaluation was there. The balance of revaluation account will also be transferred to the partners capital account, and the gain was 1,200 and 400. Next, there premium for goodwill was also transferred to the partners capital account. That is premium for goodwill. That is the premium for goodwill was 3750 and 1250. That is the balance. Now, the new partner was also bringing cash for capital to the extent of 10,000. This 10,000 will be transferred to the new partner's capital account. Then there was reserve fund also, which was transferred to the old partner's capital account also by reserve fund. 4,000 was there, so 3,000 and 1,000 was also transferred to the partner's capital account. Now, balance of there were drawing also. The old partners had drawn a part of the premium for goodwill, that is 50%. That is for B it was 625 and for A it was 1875. Actually, let's see. 1 7 to 8 to 16. 15 to 14, yes, 1875 it was 1875. This was the balance which was 50% was withdrawn, and revaluation balance, premium balance, reserve fund transferred. These were the various balances which were being transferred, and nothing is there. Yes. Now, first of all, let us find out the balance of the partners capital account. Let us see. Balance in the account of C will be 10,000. Here for B it will be 16,000, 17 plus 18,650. 18,650 total. 30,000 plus 3, 33 plus 3, 36, 37, 950. Balance total 37,950. Now, let us see what will be the balance carried on for the partner. 37,950, 18,650 and 10,000. Now, to balance carried down. Balance carried down. 37,950 minus 1,875. It will come to 5, 7 and 0, 6, 3. 36,075. 36,075 balance for A, and for B it will be 18,025. 18,025, and for C it will be 10,000. So now we have got the balances of A, B and C. These balances are 36,075 for A, 18,025 for B, and 10,000 for C. Now we can prepare the balance sheet. This is we have already done. Now the balance sheet of the new firm after admission of C. This is the balance sheet. In short, let us have balance sheet. Already you are knowing that. This is the liability side, amount. This is assets and amount. Liabilities. Now, First of all, the sundry creditors were there. Sundry creditors. Sundry creditor. In the previous balance sheet, the sundry creditor is 41,500. 41,500 is the sundry creditor. Out of this 650, I think, yes, 650 was sundry creditor is not likely to play. So 650, our sundry creditor is decreasing. So here we will get 5 and then 14 minus 6, 8, 0, 4. 40,850. This is a new credit. 40,850. This is the new sundry creditor. Secondly, balance of capital account. Capital account A, B and C we have already calculated. It is 36,075, 18,025 and 10,000. This is the, and there is again a liability, claim for damage. New liability is being created. Claim for damage to the extent of 1,000. That one liability was to be created, that we have created. Now, asset side, cash. Cash at bank. Cash at bank is 26,500. 26,500. Now, cash in hand. We are assuming that any partner has brought the cash for capital and as goodwill in the form of cash, not in the form of check. So, total he has brought 15,000. Out of this, 2,500 is withdrawn. So, 12,500 will be left as cash in hand. Next is bills receivable. Bills receivable, there is a provision. So, bills receivable we will be writing 3,000 less there was provision of less provision. Provision to the extent of 150, that is 5% was there. So, it will come to 298. 150 is to be deducted, so 2850 will be the balance of bills received. Next is debtors. Again, here also there is provision for debtors is to be created. The total debtors is 16,000 and provision to the extent is 5%. Less provision, that is 800. So it will come to 15,200. Next is stock. Again, there is decrease in the value of stock to the extent of 5%. So 20,000 value decrease means there is, it will come to 18,000. Again, fixture. For fixture also there is decrease of 10%. So value of fixture will be now come to 900 instead of, and lastly land and building, there is increase in the value of land and building to the extent of 20%, that is, it will come to now 30,000. Now let us find the total of the balance sheet. What is the total? Let's see. Total 26,500 plus 12,500 plus 2850. 15,200 plus 18,900 as well and 30,000. 30. It will come to 48 years. 0, 5, 25, 10 plus 20, 2, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 95, 950, 95, 950. This is the total of asset side. Now total of liability side 40,850, then 36,075, 18,025, 10 plus 1, 11,000. 0, then it is 5, 9, 8, 14, 15, 5, 1. 5 plus 3, 8, 9 plus 1, 10. That is 10,000, 40,000, 36,000, 18,000 plus 11,000. We come to 5 plus 3, 8. This 5. We come to 10590. 10590. 10590. This is total review. Assets and liability side, it will come to 1,09,50. So this is balance sheet of A, B and C. Date is mentioned as 8/31/12/2016. Whatever is given in the book, that we have to write. Next we will be solving one more question. One important thing which we have to know here is that this year adjustment of capital has been removed from the syllabus. So many questions are related with adjustment of capital of the partner. So we will be not doing those questions which are related with adjustment of partner's capital account.